What's up, guys? TraderStos here, showing you what I did in the E-mini S&P 500 futures. This is April 13th, 2015. It's a Monday. This was the Friday, just kind of this choppy week, but a relentless bull channel all day. The Bears couldn't do much. But being as what the daily chart looks like, I'm not too bullish on the market. Um, we're kind of in this very sideways move. It's more sideways we've had in a while, and now we're even making like lower highs. We could easily get above this high and even to a new all-time high. But for now, if this is the start of a downtrend, and you look back at the chart, you'll say the downtrend started in February here. And this is what it looks like here. I'm just kind of expecting this breakout past this to fail. 80% of breakouts fail, so I'm not too bullish in the morning. So even when we got this beautiful bull bar, I'm also not great at trading the opening range. So I wait for certainty in the market. I'm not certain. I let that go, and then you see two bull bars. At this point, it's probably going higher. But if you do buy in here, you got to use a stop below here. Because bulls protect their positions all in here, and that's just the correct stop to use. So, I'm not too excited about using such a large stop, before 9:45 in the morning. God forbid it reverses. There's usually very sharp reversals in the morning. That'd be bad to be down that many points. 9:45, 10 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, the Bears still, they're not really doing enough. And I'm just waiting this out here. And then, we see this wedge here. But I buy on stops, or I enter with stops, whether I'm buying on a stop above a bar or selling on a stop below a bar. Just because that's what my mentor says you should focus on if you're a beginner, kind of like the easier entries. And while I recognize things like this, I would love to be in here, scalping with limit orders, buying the lows of bars, selling the tops of bars. It's just not practical for me yet. So I'm just going to take his advice, and from my experience, it's pretty darn good advice. But anyways, we do get that bull breakout, and I think I put a stop to go long above this bar here. But it didn't trigger. This breakout failed, as do 80% of breakouts. And I was away from my computer at this point. This little nice inside setup, but these are usually good for a scalp, so I would have shorted below this theoretically, but this is just too much up. And this is a big bar. We also still have this gap that's open, the high of this bar and the low of this bar. So I'm not too crazy about this short setup here. I probably wouldn't have taken it. I'm looking for certainty. And here, when we have 5 bear bars in a row, one closing on its low, below these bars, creating a gap, I took this trade. I think it's certain that we're always in short. I was looking for like a measured move, maybe down here. But because, there was so much pulling pressure, I was just looking to get out with a quick 2 points. And, it just didn't happen. And by this point, I saw you couldn't even get out with 1 point, too easily. So I had moved my my profit taking order to 1 point, which was 96.75. So that means it has to go to 96.50 in order for me to get filled. And at this point, I'm just not happy. Just not happy. And at this point, I'm definitely not happy. I see buyers coming in instead, right at my profit-taking limit order. So I just put an order to get out at break even, right where I bought, and I was filled. Looks like I was filled on that bar there, and I wasn't too interested in shorting or anything like that. It just looks like we're going in this trading range here, so. I waited all this out. You could think of this as a wedge. Market went up, one push down, second push down, and then third push. So, to the market, this is a wedge, 3 pushes up. Bad signal bar to short under, but I believe it works. And I'm not too crazy about going short under this bar just because we're in this trading range. Even though this is, after this you can probably expect a second leg down after a little pause. I just didn't take it. It's just too choppy in here for me to take, unfortunately. So, I'm not convinced. Look at this. We got a nice breakout. Maybe this is a measured move, something like that. But look at the follow through after this bar. It's just horrible. And, at this point, after I saw that closing on its low, you know, below the low of all of these bars, this measuring gap can still, be there. Maybe it's even this. I shorted this, but I was only looking for a quick point, and I was able to get it, immediately. And if whoever else shorted this with me, we all got in one tick below this bar at 96. In order for us to get 1 point, it has to go to 94.75 in order to get out at 20.95 here. And that's exactly what it did. And then it turned up. And the reason being is, this is just not very convincing. None of this is. We don't really have any gaps throughout here. The low of this bar and the high of this bar, they overlap, so there's no gap in here. It's just a very weak sell-off, so we're quick to take profits. I think I wanted to short on this nice little inside setup. Didn't get it. And I'm not really tempted to go long anywhere over here, but I don't really want to sell down here either. I'd rather sell up here if anything. So, I'm waiting all this out. I believe I remember seeing this and just not being too confident in taking this short. If you're taking this short, you're taking it at 94.25. You're looking to get out with 1 point. That means it has to go to 93. That's a new low of the day. It's just betting on low probabilities in my opinion. But we got it. That's exactly what we got. The bad breakout. I'm obviously mad at it in short, but just look at the follow through on these bars. Like, this is just not, tails. It's just ugly, closing above their midpoints. That's just not how strong bad breakouts look. And at this point, what am I gonna do? Short under here? It's just so far down already. It just doesn't seem like the best idea, but it just keeps going down. And then not coincidentally, hits this magnet. It starts to reverse up a little bit. So I'm obviously looking for a long after such weak bear breakouts. And I like little things like this where we get a little bounce and then create like a higher low with maybe like a good signal bar. So that's pretty much what I'm looking for. I'm not too tempted to short under this after 3 consecutive bull bars here. So I'm looking for a long. I still need more bullish confirmation in this. And at this point, I thought it was enough. This was a good bar. It was, almost as good as it could be. For it to be any better, it has to close on its high and above the moving average. But, I said close enough. I bought above this bar, looking for a couple points. I got trapped with a lot of other people. And then we get this big surprise bar. So when I'm buying here, I have a stop, mental stop kind of around the low of the day. And once I saw this, I said this is a big enough surprise that I will probably get a little more down. So I made placed an order to reverse position to short. So get stopped out here with just over 3 points and reverse to short. And that's what I got. But, I was looking for about 2 points or so, and this only went down, just over 1 point. So I'm still in my position here. I'm not happy about, this closing all the way up and then this doji gray bar, but, I still thought it was probable that we would get some more down after that surprise bar. And here I'm not happy at all. and you know, I have a nice mental stop up here at the top of this trading range to show, and you know, I wasn't happy about this, but I waited it out, and you know, I was able to get my 2 points on this bar, I believe it was, and now it's the last hour of the day, and you know, I'm just not interested in doing anything. I don't want to sell down here. You know, I don't want to buy after what the days looked like. So I let all that go. As far as measured moves go, this was the big one the whole day, right? So we start up here. We put the breaks the neckline here. Look at the breakout bar, perfectly breaking the neckline right in the middle. Look at the gap, the low of this, the high of this. Big gap staying open. And look at where the profit taking and the buying happens. I mean, this is just unfreaking believable to me. It's amazing. I think here's another measured move. This little trading range. Break the neckline. Look at where the buying takes place. This is 50% right here at the neckline. Bam. There is where the profit taking and the buying is happening. I mean, this stuff is just freaking unbelievable to me. This is probably one, yeah. So here's a little trading range. Here's the neckline. Here's the breakout bar. Place, you know, project this amount of points. Look where the sideways happens for a long time before the market decides, am I going to continue this downtrend or am I going to go sideways and then reverse up? I mean, there's, you know, these are probably measured moves too. A little much, a little big, didn't quite get there. But I mean, these measured moves are just, you know, just absolutely amazing to me. Anyways, you know, I made a point. I got out break even here. I made a point here. I went long in here, and my problem, you know, what I was thinking to go long was, you know, three green bars, consecutive green bars. You know, weak bear rally. Looking like it's breaking out of the trading range. You know, I took a shot and I got trapped. You know, so a lot of times this won't even trigger if it's not good. And this time it's just happened to trigger. We got this surprise bar. I recognized that we would get some more down after that, so I switched positions and ended up making 2 points after losing about 3. But I also had about 1 point over here. So, you know, overall, you know, I didn't even lose a point today. I lost less than a point. So it's pretty much a break-even day. But yep, that was my Monday. Guys, email me, DM me. Let's start a trading community, man. Let's network together. Let's mold ourselves into the mentors that we look up to today. You know, like, you got proprietary trading information. I want to hear it. I want to talk strategy. Let's get it, man. I'm a hard worker, and I'm looking for other hard workers, and you know, I'm just really looking for dreams to come true, and you know, I want to watch our dreams manifest pretty much. So anyways, email me, TraderStos@gmail.com. Get at me on Instagram, TraderStos. DM me, whatever, and let's network. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.